Hi Aries, I'm Honeymoth Tarot and today I'm going to be doing your April 2025 reading. So before I begin, I just want to talk a little bit about the full moon, because I always feel like full moons offer us a kind of like theme or like a guidance for the month. So first of all, the April full moon will be happening around the 12th, 13th, kind of depends where you are in the world, and it will be in the sign of Libra. So essentially that means that there is an emphasis on harmony, balance, equilibrium, as well as romantic relationships. Cool, so let's get into it. What does Aries need to know for the month of April? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, so right off the bat we have the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. So if you do have any Tauran placements, it may be worth you also watching the Taurus read. But the Hierophant is usually a very kind of like traditional energy. You know, it's about like organisations, tradition, religion, that sort of thing. And I'm kind of getting that there's something to do with like structure. Then we have the Nine of Wands. We'll have to see what else pops out in the spread, but I feel like there's either like a fear of commitment or some sort of like structural routine has kind of like run its course and you're kind of craving for a bit more spontaneity. But we'll see what else pops out. So I usually kind of do get like one or two different storylines. I didn't mean to do that, but we'll take it. So the Page of Swords, which is some sort of message or some sort of communication. So I'm kind of getting that maybe you are sick of having the same conversation with yourself or with your partner. And that's why you kind of feel like tired and weary because, yeah, I feel like one of you is trying to change things, or at least wanting to change things. But you seem to be having the same conversation over and over again, and it's just not really going anywhere. So we have the Ten of Pentacles. So there is like stability and there is love within the relationship. We have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, there's a lot of love here for the Queen of Cups. Yeah, I feel like it's either something about you guys continually having the same conversation and nothing changing, so it sort of just feels like you're kind of on like a hamster wheel, despite how much like stability and love there is for one another. Or there's conversation about someone wanting to kind of step up their level of commitment through, I don't know, like marriage, kids, getting a house together, that sort of thing. And maybe there is like a little bit of fear when it comes to that. Because it's finite, I heard. Then we have the World, which is completion. Which is also Taurus energy, as well as Leo, Aquarius and Scorpio. See, the thing is with the World, it's often like some sort of completion. So I don't know whether you guys are deciding to end this relationship because of a fear of commitment or some sort of miscommunication that's going on. Or depending on what else sort of pops out, it could also be like the completion of tying the knot. You know, like finally committing to this person. It kind of depends. We'll see what else pops out, because you can sort of look at it two different ways. Yeah, maybe you are tying the knot, because there is like a knot here that's tying this wreath. But yeah, I do feel like, obviously use your own discernment, but it does feel like you have everything that you need with this person. Or that they have everything that they need with you. It kind of, obviously it will vary from Aries to Aries as to whether it resonates with you or resonates with your partner. And we have the Strength, which is Leo energy, which is also on the World card. So that's interesting. I feel like you have a kid with this person, or you're thinking about having a kid with this person. Maybe that is what like the discussion's been about. I'm also looking as well, and like the clothing that she's wearing is very bridal. Let's see what else. So what is the advice here? Or, you know, like the best outcome for Aries. Eight of Pentacles. Taking it day by day. Yeah, there's like a gradual change here. The number 8 may be significant for you at this time. Especially because we have the number 8 3 times. But I say gradual change because the strength is all about overcoming some sort of like mental adversity with compassion rather than like brute force. It's like mental strength. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles, which is about like routine, chipping away at something day by day. I did mention at the start, didn't I, about structure and routine. So yeah, at the moment I'm kind of getting like, I don't know, just the way that structure and routine is kind of coming up throughout the reading. And then there's a commitment element as well. Perhaps it's about like looking how you spend like your day to day with your partner. We have the Knight of Cups. A romantic offer. A gift, possibly a proposal. Yeah, I mean, I don't really see like breakup energy. I just see like a really loving relationship that has like some sort of problem with your routine or your everyday, the way that you spend it, or there's like issues with communication. But like obviously the thing is like every relationship has got problems, you know. But I'm not saying like, I'm not seeing anything awful. You know, like I don't really see anything to end the relationship over. And we have the Queen of Wands. Feeling passion. I was going to say passionate, but the passion just sort of stopped. Like midway through me saying it. But the Queen of Wands is passionate, confident, empowered. yeah, I am kind of getting that maybe the communication issue is either issues with being able to set boundaries for fear of like upsetting the other person, which, by the way, if you do kind of try to set boundaries with someone and you know, they don't at least like try to make you feel comfortable within that boundary, maybe look at that. But I'm not seeing that. Or it's somebody that's like a little bit idealistic and has a bit of a problem with like being practical about things. Like they'll shout that they love you from the rooftops, but it seems like difficult for them to move in with you, start a family, you know, like 10 of Pentacles energy essentially. So obviously it's up to you whether you decide that whether you can help this person like gradually become more vulnerable and more, you know, like not afraid of commitment. Because I feel like there is the potential there for this person to change. I think it's just like their past experiences that are holding them back. Like maybe they have like divorced parents and so they're like reluctant to marry. That sort of thing. And then one last card. Just as a little bit of advice or words of encouragement. We have the Two of Swords. Be confident in the decision that you're about to make. And I'm also getting something about like looking further out or looking beyond. Looking beyond like what seems super obvious. Like looking at the details of something. So yeah, maybe there is something about this person that you're not quite seeing yet, or like if you guys are on about heightening the commitment, that's not really like the right phrase. If you guys are on about like getting married or like having kids, that sort of thing, maybe like really make sure that this is the right decision for you guys and also the right time. Okay, so I'm going to get you guys an affirmation card. Feel free to use the affirmation or not, it's completely up to you. Can we get an affirmation card for Aries, please? So you got your patience will bring delightful surprises. Never put yourself down. And then I'm going to get you guys an oracle card from the Moonology deck. You guys did get 2. So we have your hard work is paying off and surrender to the divine. I believe one of the piles in my my recent solar eclipse pick a pile read got this card, so maybe watch that and see whether there's anything else for you within that reading. Yeah, it feels like whatever you've been like working on day to day, like within your routine, definitely is going to come to fruition. Especially with like Capricorn energy, it's very like tenacious and dedicated. And then we have surrender to the divine. So I feel as though like you may receive messages like from the divine about like this issue that you've been having. And perhaps that's why this person is blindfolded, so they're able to look beyond what is obvious. You know, like looking at dreams, meditation, that sort of thing. All right, Aries, thank you for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye.